I'm Michael Bain, and welcome to Triggered, coming to you as always from our secret hidden bunker in the Rocky Mountains, Dragon House Studios, in beautiful Colorado, which is slowly morphing into a cross between California and Nazi Germany in 1939. You're looking here and you go, oh God, it's another one of those giant Bond derringers. This one probably is a 600 caliber thing, used to shoot garbage trucks. No, this is what you saw recently, the Cyclops, the 4570 Bond Arms Derringer, which is cooler than words. But here, I have a confession to make. I should probably be in like a 12-step program, right? Where you sit there and you're like, hi, my name is Michael Bain, and I collect Bond Arms Derringers. Everybody goes, oh God, why? But I say, I like them, and I can't stop. So I have another one to show you, a brand new one. This is just coming out like this year, came out at SHOT. Had to have one because it's totally cool. Take a look at this guy. This guy is a Stinger Fireball. And the reason it's called a Fireball is because it generates fireballs. It's available in 22 Magnum. This one is in 327 Magnum. Now, one of the things you'll notice is it's a lot thinner than your average Bond Derringer. It's also not as well finished as the top-end Bond Derringers. So that means that it don't cost as much. I think this is like $380 MSRP, something like that. So as usual, you open it up, couple of holes, you put in 327 Magnum rounds, close it up, cock it, and away you go. Now, one of the reasons I got 327 is because, as you guys know who've been watching, I've kind of been sunk in 327, 32 ACP, 32 long, fill in the blank. So I thought, I got all the ammunition around, and I thought, why not make one of these up? So that basically I called Gordon Bond, and he made this one up special for me. I've shot it a few times, and one of the things I think is pretty cool about it is with 32 H&R, it's like 16 ounces, something like that. This is their B6 resin stock, which gives your little finger a place to live, which makes it really kind of easy to shoot these guys. It doesn't recoil much at all. Now, let's talk about why. Can we talk about why? Well, let's talk about why in the next segment.
You know the RIA 5.0 packs radically new innovations, but we didn't stop there. Introducing the RIA 5.0E. The E stands for enhanced, as in new optics cuts and plates. The updated barrel is crafted with improved materials and slide geometry. The look and feel is also enhanced. Plus, new lightning cuts show off the updated match-grade barrel. Experience the enhanced RIA 5.0E today.
Welcome back to Triggered, brought to you this week by Hunter's HT Gold and MTM Case Guard. MTM Case Guard is where I keep my Hunter's HT Gold glasses. And what we were going to answer was the question of, what do you do with these things anyway, other than collect them? Well, of course, with the Cyclops, as I've said before, you're in a sled, it's being pulled by horses, you're on the Russian tundra, you're being chased by a whole, like, I don't know, pack of wolves, and they're slavering, and it's like Russian winter, and wait, isn't that a movie? This is like a perfect gun for the lead wolf. The rest of them, I don't know what you're going to do. But, or if you're hunting velociraptors. But with the Stinger, lighter, flatter, I saw this as a good possibility of a second gun, a get-off-me gun. What's the function of a get-off-me gun? It's to get somebody to get off you. Now, oftentimes, we relegate that to that folding knife that every single one of us carries, right? Every one of us carries some sort of blade. Every one of us, except for Michael Janich and the people he trains, don't practice getting it out, opening it with your weak hand, and bringing it in as a use. I've always said that it's conceivable that a second gun in an offhand pocket would serve the same function of getting someone off of you. How do you aim something like this? As a get-off-me gun, you aim it by cocking it and shoving it against the body of the person you would like to get off of you, and you pull the trigger. That's why this thing loads great with 327 Magnum fireballs, because they will be unpleasant and the person will get off of you. It's just something to think about. You may want to continue carrying your pocket knife, but small guns like this, 32 ACP, say North American Arms, 32 Kel-Tecs, they have potential as a get-off-me gun. And when we come back, we're going to look at some world-class scopes. This week's Triggered is brought to you by Rossi. The legend continues. Stoeger. Everyday tough. Hunter's HD Gold. They change so you don't have to. MTM Case Guard. Quality shooting sports accessories. And Ed Brown. The best money can buy for over 50 years. Before we start looking at some great glass, just wanted to show you this. A pocket holster for the Stinger, made by Simply Rugged Leather. Rob Leahy turned it around in a couple of days for me, of course. Now, I've got two of my go-to rifles on the table, Henry Long Ranger and 6.5 Creedmoor. You saw it Africa last April. It accounted for kudu, eland, wildebeest. With this scope, this is a scope that's gone to Africa with me twice. It's a Leupold VX6 HD, 2 to 12 by 42. It is a second focal plane scope. That is, the reticle stays the same size regardless of the power. But when you have dope, when you want to dial, you have to remember that the data is only good at max power. Or you can have Leupold build you a custom knob like there is on this scope, makes it easy. But one of the things that's changing is scope manufacturers have discovered medium powered optics. Everything's been like, low powered 1 to 6, 1 to 8, 1 to 10. Well, in the last year, suddenly scope companies have discovered that 2 to 12, 2 to 14, 3 to 14 is a really great range for hunting for a lot of different things on a general purpose rifle, as we've been talking about here. This is, of course, a Ruger Gunsight Scout. 6.5 Creedmoor, I shot the best scores I've ever shot at FTW with this rifle. But this is a new scope. It's Steiner. It's a Steiner H6XI, 2 to 12 by 42, the same as a Leupold, but it's a front focal plane scope. So you got your Christmas tree, you got your options if you're shooting at a longer range. The interesting thing about this scope is Steiner understood that when you're at a lower power, when you're at 2, well, you really can't see those fine gradations, the strata on the reticle. So what they've done is at 2 and 3 and 4, you see basically a duplex reticle, same as you would see in the Leupold. Leupold's also illuminated. In the center of this reticle, you've got an illuminated T. Very small, but very easy to pick up. I think there's something like 11 different levels of illumination, 8 levels of illumination on the Leupold. So this is what I think of as a modern hunter scope. As my friend Stephen Clifford says, for a general purpose rifle, you want to be able to do general purpose things with it. Be able to take it out hunting, maybe take it to a long range match. I've just started working with this Steiner scope. It is exactly what you expect from Steiner, absolute quality. I'm Michael Bain. This is Triggered. You can find us always for free at michaelbain.tv. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Rumble. You can find us on X, used to be Twitter. You can find us everywhere, and we're spreading out even more as we go. So, we will see you next week. We'll have some more great guns for you to take a look at. And by the way, over the next week, remember what an opinion is. What you just heard? Opinions. Mine.